Well, the athletes out on the track, stripped down and ready for this fourth heat of 10 in the men's 100 metres. Always big numbers in the straight sprints. But there is the lineup. Mawani Kane of the Solomon Islands is a non-starter in lane 4, so an empty lane there. The bubble time, by the way, that is the slowest of the non-automatic qualifiers. Remember, 7 of them is 10.64. It was 10.98 before that third heat, so it's come rocketing down. So if the third placer here runs faster than 10.64, he will have a non-automatic spot, at least temporarily. But 6 more heats to come after this. There's the Jamaican, Kemar Bailey-Cole, very experienced indeed. Twice an Olympic gold medalist in the relay for Jamaica back in 2012 and in 2016. The Nigerian, Raymond Ekevwo, a semi-finalist in Eugene at the World Championships, only 23. Hasn't broken 10 seconds yet this year, but back in 2019, 9.96. There's Stern Liffer of Malawi. 10.33 he ran at the African Championships back on the 8th of June. That's a lifetime best. Rafael Ngagwele Mbelina of Cameroon, he goes in lane 2, best of 10.33 this year, close to his lifetime best. Dylan Sikobo of the Seychelles goes in lane 3, only 10.70 this year for him. There is Raymond Ekevwo, the Solomon Islander, in 4 is a non-starter. But Ekevwo, well, he should qualify here fairly comfortably. Studied at the University of Florida. Bailey-Cole, 4th in the World Championships back in 2013 in the sweltering heat of Moscow. Remember that? It's a huge fella, by the way, if you noticed that. 1.95 m, 6'4". For Nauru, that's Jira Agege in lane 7. Only 11.57 his best, but he will struggle, of course, in this sort of company. And Courtney Missick for the Turks and Caicos goes in lane 8. Best of 10.70 this year. Well, the 2 class acts here really do stand out. Ekevwo of Nigeria in 5 and Kemar Bailey-Cole in lane 6. He was only, by the way, 5th in the Jamaican Championships, Bailey-Cole. But ran 10.10 there. Coached by Glenn Mills, incidentally, in that yellow vest, the Jamaican, who coached a certain Usain Bolt back in the day. Loves his cars, and he's got pet fish and aquariums. He's got 5 freshwater tank aquariums, has the Jamaican. 6'4". Bailey-Cole goes in 6. Ekevwo of Nigeria in 5. Ooh, and that looked maybe the Cameroon athlete in lane 2 who got away a bit early. I hope I'm wrong. Just looking, yeah, it was. The reaction times have come up, and that could be the Cameroonians' championships done and dusted. That would be very sad for the 21-year-old. There you can see, second from the top. Look at that time. Dear, oh dear. Wait for the gun. Remember, Linford Christie and his training partner Colin Jackson used to say, go on the B of bang. Kath Mary, you know that full well.
Yeah, that 0.1. You can't go under a 1/10 of a second. You can't react any quicker than that, and that graphic showed it perfectly for us. And I think it was our first false start, and it's not looking good at the moment, but let's await the official decision. Green card would mean faulty no removals. Red card means you're
a
on your way.
DQ, I'm afraid. Of course, it's some controversy about that 0.1 limit now, because Devon Allen, who was the fastest in the world in the 110 hurdles, was disqualified in Eugene. Was it from the final or the semi? I can't remember. It was the semi. It was the semi-final. But he was disqualified anyway. They were number 1 in the 110-metre hurdles, and his reaction time was 0.099. So by 1/1000th of a second, they adjudged him to have anticipated the gun rather than gone with the gun, and he was disqualified. It was an incredibly sad and controversial moment, and that is sad too for the Cameroonian. Rafael Ngagwele Mbelina. Oh, he's a big fella too, isn't he? He's taken it very, very well. Walks away, head down, but with real dignity, and that is such a shame. It seems a cruel rule, but it was introduced, well, it's been in the US college system for many, many years, and was introduced in global athletics, what, about 10, 15 years ago now? Anyway, we are then down to 6 now. Lifa of Malawi goes in 1, Sikobo of Seychelles in 3, then Ekevwo of Nigeria in 5. Watch him. 10.04 this year. Bailey-Cole of Jamaica in 6. Agege Nauru in 7. Missick Turks and Caicos in 8 to the left. Good start there from Ekevwo in the green of Nigeria. The big Jamaican Bailey Cole trying to come back at him. Bailey Cole, very, very elegant, isn't he? But Ekevwo staying in front. It's like a giant compared with Ekevwo is Bailey Cole. Look at that. He's a huge fellow. He's fully head and shoulders above the Nigerian, but he did win it. 10-13 into a -1. That's good running. And Ekevwo, who hasn't broken 10:04 this year, has probably run very close to his season's best there, Kath Mary. I don't know what -1 win equates to in terms of what you would give back to the athlete. It's very hard calculation.
Yeah, well, it's like the false start rule of a tenth of a second. It's debatable in terms of how that stands, but most people say -1, maybe just under a metre, 3/4 of a metre in terms of distance. But no trouble there for the Jamaican. There's 29 athletes in the world this year that have run under the 10-second barrier. The Jamaican is not yet one of them. Close, of course, with his 10:04 clocking. Yeah, a little bit of gamesmanship there, wasn't there, from the Jamaican. There's your photo finish, and once again, just 1/100th of a second. But this is good running so far, Tim, through these heats. We're nearing the halfway point of these men's 100-metre heats. And it really is an open event, isn't it? Since Usain Bolt hung up his spikes, the world scene and the Commonwealth scene has become a lot more open for people to grab major championship golds.
No, exactly right. I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion as Bolt was involved, but in his pomp, in his prime, he was more or less unbeatable. 10:14 and 10:15 for Ekevwo and Bailey Cole of Nigeria and Jamaica respectively. Stern Liffer of Malawi, 10:49, does make it through okay. He gets a non-automatic qualifying spot at the moment, but I hasten to add, that was heat 4. There's 6 to come, and that bubble time will come rocketing down. Let's have a quick look at what the 7th non-automatic qualifying time is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10:56 now is what the third placer in heat 5 must aim for. There it is, Ekevwo and Bailey Cole go through by right. Liffer, well, he'll be chewing his nails for a little while, but I've just got a horrible feeling that might not be enough for the Malawi man. Sikobo, the Seychelles, 10:74, definitely will not go through.